Stuart's going to make some brief opening comments, open it to the floor, and then we'll go next door for some riser briefings.
Yep. Obviously, you've got the team, so pretty much unchanged. Obviously, a bit of an Apollo getting injured has given a great opportunity for Ben Morgan, and Tom Johnson coming in on the bench, who covers all back row positions for us, obviously playing some time at 8 for Exeter. So, delighted for him. I've had a good week's training, and hopefully the weather's set fair, and looking forward to the game.
Stuart, can I just ask you about the man who Lancaster coming back from injury, played last week for his club, trained with you this week. How much consideration did you give to perhaps putting him on the bench for this week? How close was he?
It was always going to be difficult for him to make the bench, in my opinion, because he hasn't trained with us since the Wales game this time last year. So that's a year. He went away with the Lions. He missed the autumn series. Obviously, he missed the whole of the Six Nations to this point. And he's only played half of one game at the start of the season and 70 minutes this week. So it was consideration, but there's a hell of a lot to get up to speed with. And I wanted to be fair to him and give him the best possible chance to get up to speed. And I was happy with where we were.
So you said after the Ireland game that was your most significant victory so far. Would victory on Sunday top that, Stuart, given that you've never beaten Wales in the Six Nations?
I think they're all big games, aren't they? I mean, I don't go into a game thinking this is bigger than the last one. I mean, Ireland was a massive game, as was France, as was Scotland. So it's a big game, and we need to make sure we deliver on the field. All the talking's fine, but it's actually delivering on the day that matters. And we respect them as opponents. You look at the quality of their team, how well they're set up, and the experience they've got. So it's going to be a tough game, but I think we'll be ready.
People have been careful not to use the R word this week, revenge for what happened last year. But that defeat, you've got to use the memory of that, surely, haven't you, for motivation this time around? Yeah.
You lose every defeat. You use every defeat as motivation and how you can improve. We lost against New Zealand in the autumn series, and that was a difficult one to take. We lost against France, which was a difficult one to take. But we bounced back from those defeats and we've learned. And I think we learned from that game last year, and I think we've moved on since then.
You know what's coming with Wales, this direct approach. Do they have a plan B? Do they need a plan B? Planning things to work?
Yeah, no, they've got a good plan. But obviously, I think there's a bit more to their game than people give them credit for. There's certainly defensively, we can see how they've moved their attacking game on. So we know that on their day, obviously the game line's important. But no, I'll be very surprised if they don't have one or two tricks up the sleeve. They've had 12-man lineouts and various other things in the past, haven't they? So I'm sure there'll be things coming our way.
And the next time they do call, it will be during the World Cup. I know what you're going to say. Look, we don't want to win it just because of that. We want to win it anyway. But that's going to be a factor. That's going to be the back of people's minds as well. To strike a psychological blow, Stuart.
Yeah. I mean, I understand all the context around this particular game and the World Cup, and the importance of getting a win. But I still believe that the best team on the day wins. And come the World Cup, we'll play Wales. We'll play them twice more before then. Wales will play Australia. I'm sure psychologically there might be some things there as well.
Finally, for me, was it good to hear your captain say that England go into this one as favourites on home turf? Go along with that?
I don't bet, so I don't play the favourites game. I think it's fantastic going back to Twickenham. It was an unbelievable atmosphere a week and a half ago, and this Sunday I think we'll be right up there as well. They give the team a huge amount, and hopefully we can put in a performance like we did against Ireland and give them plenty to shout about.
Stuart, there are 12 Lions test starters in the Welsh lineup. Just Owen Farrell for England. Has there been any work during the week to sort of speak to players individually about their matchups against any particular players?
Not really, no. I mean, the players are professional enough and experienced enough to know what to look for in their opposite number. We're prepared thoroughly, from a team point of view, and the players have done their individual work. So, again, you look at the quality of their team, and you're right. It's full of British Lions. We don't have so many, but come the day, we'll see what happens.
Are you a man to whom silverware matters, chance for the Triple Crown?
Performance matters to me, most importantly. We've got an opportunity now to play against a team who are strong, obviously, in lots of areas. We've got a chance to test ourselves. We've still got a bigger picture we're looking to build, and so I think the performance will be the big driver for me.
England's line-out has been at strength. Will the absence of Luke Charteris presumably help you to maintain that strength on Sunday?
We'll wait and see, I guess. You know, we've got two good second rows who I think are developing well, and you know, there's going to be a bit on Courtney and the pressure there, but he's up against a pretty good line-out core in Alan Wynne-Jones, isn't he? So I think we'll wait and see how it plays out.
Everyone says England are much improved from last year. Wales, after a lot of long summers for their players, and especially that morning against Ireland, but Wales better than when you last played in the Six Nations.
I think all sides develop and evolve. I'm sure they will have benefited from the Lions' experience. There's no doubt about it. Obviously, in the autumn, they didn't quite get the results that they wanted, but you can see from the way they rebounded back against France that, you know, on their day they can be a world-class team, and I'm sure they'll come ready on Sunday.
Everyone makes a lot about the coaching on the Lions, especially. Have you gleaned anything about that from Andy Farrell in particular?
I think it works both ways. I think obviously the Welsh players have been coached by Andy and Graham, so they'll have learnt a lot about our methods and the way we do things, in the same way that we learnt about, you know, Rob and the Welsh players and Warren, etc. So I think it balances itself out, that one.
Stuart, rather newer look to the England side than the team that faced Wales, but a fewer caps than any of the week before it?
No, I think we've had some injuries, you know, and we've got some good players. And you talk about British Lions missing, you know, we've got a few. So it's great to have someone like Manu back training. It's great to have Jeff Parlin's in today. To have those guys in and around the team. But I think the young lads who've come in, I think they've taken their opportunities really well. And what it's done for us is create more strength in depth. So once we get beyond the Six Nations, you know, I think we'll be a better team for it, for all the depth we've created by the opportunities that have come about.
Did you win the Triple Crown? That would be the greatest marker of your England career so far.
There's a few ifs and buts there. I think I'll just go for one game at a time and one moment at a time. You know, we've got a tough game on Sunday, and there's been some highs and been some lows, so let's hope it's a high.
Interesting, in your Six Nations match against Wales in the Millennium Stadium, I watched the camera that they used for their coaches. It was trained on Owen for the whole period of that game.
Was it? I was unaware of that. You know, from my point of view, it's a team game, and I don't think there'll be any one individual will be singled out.
Joe Launchbury didn't pay much part in training today. Reason for that?
He's got a tight back, but he'll be fine. We just didn't want to risk it.
Stuart, do you feel the team's starting to play the kind of rugby you want them to play, that, you know, you've been trying to develop?
Yeah, I think we've been developing over the last 2 years, really. I've always said, you know, it's easier to build your set piece in your defence than it is your attack to get that cohesion. So yeah, I feel like we're really bringing it to show that now, but there's still a long way to go. But no, we are making steps in the right direction.
Stuart, the crowd at Twickenham for the Ireland game, particularly in that last 5-10 minutes, seemed to give the team a real boost and allow them to maintain that defensive wall. What do you need from the crowd at Twickenham again this week?
More of the same, please. You know, people have said to me in the past that, you know, Twickenham, you know, does it sometimes inspire the players? It's always inspired the players. It's always inspired me. And I don't think there's any doubt that it's a place for us that we're building a real sense of that English identity and what we're about as a team. And I think they respond to the fact that they can see a team playing with passion and commitment for England's rose.
Just to clarify, if you had an injury to Morgan, you'd put Woods at 8 as you did last season, or would you juggle the back and right?
Depends on the context at the time. Tom Johnson's played 8 more consistently for Exeter recently.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Thanks, Stuart.